I have no doubt that South African government and supporters take sanctions very, very seriously. It's one thing that's always made me feel odd about those Americans or Britons and others who say, well, sanctions are no good because they won't work. If they won't work, why is the South African government so agitated about them? So agitated that it threatens to imprison South Africans for favoring them, speaking in favor of them, and is very, very sensitive to mention of them anywhere in the press. And so I agree. And I will say simply that I too have changed my view on sanctions. I remain skeptical that trade sanctions will be very effective. They have a mild effect. They could have a somewhat greater effect, but I think the notion of coordinating trade sanctions universally around the world is so unlikely that you can't really count on it very much. What has been effective and what could be effective far more is bank sanctions, that is. Don't even need the word sanctions, just a refusal to renew loans or to make investment in South Africa as long as the apartheid system remains. I heard a South African recently, a black South African, dismiss the divestment activities of American companies in recent years as a joke, since mostly, not entirely, but mostly they have consisted of a big American company turning over its South African subsidiary to a white businessman at a very low cost, making that businessman rich, and then continuing to supply whatever goods they were, so that it has this black South African laughed at the whole idea. Then at divestment, then he stopped and he said, but I'll tell you what mattered. It was the day Chase Manhattan said, no more loans. And I saw fear in their faces for the first time.